Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you all are fine and enjoying my videos. The shadows are watching, and they are waiting for you. Welcome to my channel where the screams never end. Like and subscribe for more terror.
Santa's family stayed at a remote Rio contact between the mountains. It was quiet, too quiet. The old innkeeper bowed low and said, "Please enjoy your stay. But do not open the last paper door in the eastern hall." At midnight, Sana heard it, a slow, dragging sound, like nails across the floor, coming from behind the paper door. She leaned close. Through a small rip in the paper, she saw only blackness. But she heard breathing. She passed it 5 times the next day. Each time, the silence behind it seemed to hum with something alive. That night, the tear was larger. Inside, something pale shifted. An eye, wide and watching. "Sana. Come here." The voice was low, gentle, like an old lullaby sung through cracked lips. She reached for the handle. Her fingers trembled. The voice cooed, "Just one look." The door slid open with a hiss. The room inside was made of paper, thin, torn, and something was crawling inside it. A hand, long, too long, reached out, grabbed her wrist, and pulled. The door closed without a whisper. Her parents searched everywhere. The innkeeper just shook his head. She opened the paper door. The paper had been repaired. Except for a fresh tear. Behind it, an eye watched, just like before. That night, the whisper came once more. But now, it called a different name.
After her grandfather died, Yumi's family moved into his rural home, the one with the moss-covered well behind it. Yumi leaned over the well one morning, peering into the pitch black. No water, just a soft echo. The next morning, a porcelain doll sat at the edge of the well, dusty, fragile, smiling. No one knew where it came from. Yumi brought it inside. That night, a soft whisper echoed in her room. "Did you forget me?" Every night, the voice grew louder. "Yumi. Come back. Bring me home." Her mother found the doll beside Yumi's futon every morning. Even after locking it away, she filled pages with the same drawing. A girl falling, arms reaching up, mouth wide in a scream her grandmother gasped. That doll. It was hers. "We told your grandfather to seal the well." By morning, the stone lid had been pushed aside. Wet footprints led straight to Yumi's window. Yumi was gone. The doll sat upright on her pillow, smiling with a new crack across its cheek. They lowered a camera into the well. Nothing but faint giggling echoed up the walls. The next spring, a new family arrived. Their youngest daughter found a doll on the edge of the well. She told her parents, "She's waiting for me down there." She said she's lonely. Keshi thought he'd found a bargain, a clean, one-room Tokyo apartment for half the usual rent. Near the kitchen was a narrow, splintered door with no handle. The landlord said, "It's just storage. It's been sealed for years." The first night, he heard a soft knock from behind the door. He told himself it was just old pipes. At 3:11 a.m., a human-shaped shadow stretched across the tatami floor, but there was no light source. Whispers now came at night. Not words. Not yet. Just breath and rhythm, like something reciting a prayer. His desk shifted an inch. His shoes reversed. The window, locked the night before, stood wide open. A fresh gouge ran across the sealed door, as though something had clawed at it from the inside. Koji sat up, shaking. There was someone standing by the door. They ducked when I looked. He stayed at a friend's house, but dreamed of the door every night. It called his name, sweetly, like an apology. He broke the seal. Behind the door, not a closet, but a black stairwell spiraling into the floor. He never came back up. Police found the apartment abandoned, cold, but no signs of struggle. A month later, the unit was rented again. The new tenant asked about the door. "Just storage," the landlord said. That night, at 3:11 a.m., a shadow crept silently across the floor. The door hadn't opened. No 5 The Hungry Path. In Kyoto's quiet outskirts, there's a path locals call Gaki no Michi, the hungry path. It appears only after midnight, and always wants someone to walk it. One rainy night, Kazuya spotted it, two crooked fences parting for a narrow road. His GPS even showed it cutting the distance in half. One rainy night, Kazuya spotted it, two crooked fences parting for a narrow road. His GPS even showed it cutting the distance in half. He entered. His bike light dimmed. The rain stopped. It was too quiet, like the air held its breath. Ahead, a figure crouched in the road. But as Kazuya approached, it melted into the shadows. Then came the whispers. Soft. Close. You were late. You're slow. You smell delicious. He turned back, but the entrance was gone. The path behind him had warped. And it was breathing. The alley's walls were lined with shoes, old sneakers, children's sandals, heels dripping with something dark. At last, light. A vending machine blinked at the far end, promising an exit. He pedaled harder, but the alley stretched endlessly, the machine retreating like a mirage. Then he saw them, his own shoes, nailed to the wall, fresh blood dripping from their soles. A scream rose, then silence. He awoke at the alley's mouth, empty-handed. A strange coin in his palm. His reflection blinked twice when he blinked once. And his shadow, sometimes, moved on its own. He followed the voice again. And vanished. By morning, a new pair
of shoes hung neatly on the path's wall. Now and then, the alley returns, pulsing, patient. Hungry _ waiting for the next tired soul to walk it.
Haruto walked alone beneath the rain. His umbrella barely held as cold drops slipped down his collar. A pale woman stood beneath a wide umbrella. She didn't move, didn't sway, just waited. Her head was bowed, face hidden by the umbrella. Yet he felt her watching, deep beneath the surface. Behind him, a voice hissed, "Did you drop this?" He turned. She was now only steps away. In her hand, she held a child's shoe. It dripped. Haruto didn't speak. He just ran. No footsteps, no splashes, yet she stayed behind him. Close. Just far enough not to reach. The lights buzzed above. In the reflection, she waited at the edge of the street, unmoving. Tap. 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 On his bedroom window. From the second floor. In the rain. A pale umbrella hovered outside the glass. Slowly, it tilted back, revealing nothing beneath it. The next morning, the window was dry. But on the floor, two small wet footprints led toward his bed. She asks only once. Refuse her gift, and she marks you. Then she waits. Until it rains again. Rain returned. He looked outside, and there she was. Pale, silent, smiling, waiting. He ran, but the paths folded in on themselves. Every turn, she was there. White umbrella. Waiting. Forever. Aiko found the crimson flyer pinned to a tree, Red Lantern Festival, one night only. She'd never heard of the town listed at the bottom. The town shimmered in red light. Every house stood clean, every face smiling. Yet, no sound of birds, or time. Drums began to beat, deep and slow. A man in a silk robe handed her a lantern. "You were just in time," he said. He whispered, "Keep your lantern lit. Keep your sandals on. And never, ever follow anyone into the woods." She caught a glimpse, a woman in red dancing in the trees, her feet bare, her mouth stretched wide. Her lantern dimmed. The smiles around her grew wider, too wide. The drumming slowed, as if watching. She ran barefoot, sharp gravel cutting her heels. Her lantern was nearly out. The forest whispered. The shrine's eyes glowed dimly. Her lantern sparked back to life, but the path behind her was gone. They danced with broken limbs and blind grins. The woman in red led them, her hair dragging behind like a veil. The drums thumped faintly. She followed them, her only lifeline through the black forest. The town stood empty. The air hung thick with silence. and hundreds of lanterns floated above the square, glowing blood red. Her fingers let go. The lantern rose. She smiled without meaning to. She was part of it now. The next morning, a crimson flyer appeared on a tree outside a distant city. Red Lantern Festival, one night only. Rika boarded the last train, or so he thought. The car was cold, silent, and utterly empty. No announcements. No destination listed. Just endless tunnel, unfamiliar and too quiet. He stared out the window. But the view never changed, only black tunnel swallowing time. No bars. No Wi-Fi. Even the clock blinked 0 o'clock. Stuck, like everything else. He wasn't alone anymore. An old man sat at the far end, perfectly still, facing forward. He leaned closer. "Excuse me?" No reply. The man's eyes didn't blink, just glassy and gray. One by one, they filled the seats, quiet, pale, watching nothing. None of them breathed. The lights flickered. In the reflection, more faces, pressed to the outside glass, eyes wide, lips moving silently. The train screeched to a halt. The platform was crumbling, ancient, and nameless. The old man turned. His lips cracked open. "You can get off now. If you're ready to forget." He stayed. The door hissed shut. The old man was gone. But now, they were all looking at him. The train moved again. No time passed. No stops. Just the same black tunnel. Again and again. Elsewhere, another man missed the last train. One more boarded the empty car. And so the loop continued. I hope you liked this video. The Hollow chapter will return with more terror and horror. Like and subscribe to stay updated.